Welcome into Around the Felt. Today we have a special show for you guys. Joining us is former four-star and top 60 recruit in the 2023 recruiting class, the #1 rated quarterback in this year's transfer portal, and new Michigan State Spartan, Aidan Chiles. Aidan, we are pumped to have you on today. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I appreciate y'all for having me, for sure.
Absolutely. So let's start from the beginning, Aidan. Can you describe your football journey? When did you start playing, and when did you realize that you had the talent to play at a high level?
Uh, Picked up a ball at 2 years old. A lot of
Wow.
people know that now because like this is Sparta put a bunch of videos about it. But picked up a ball at 2 years old. Started really playing tackle football at like 8, and I just realized I was better than most dudes out there. Faster, and it was just it kind of came easy to me. But I started playing quarterback around 6th grade, 7th grade, and yeah, I wanted to play football my whole life, so.
Absolutely love that, man. So I understand that Coach Jonathan Smith made you a priority throughout the recruiting process, despite you breaking your forearm during your junior year. Can you describe what the recruiting process was like, your injury recovery, and what his loyalty meant to you?
Um, Honestly, I hated the recruiting process. It was a long process. It was terrible. Nah, like yeah, no breaks, phone calls all day. It just wasn't fun for me. I couldn't be myself. But with Coach Smith, it wasn't like from the beginning. I didn't want to go to Oregon State. Like I didn't like the area. I didn't like where it was. But like over time, me like staying in touch with the coaching staff and everything, the coaching staff was real honest with me. My fault.
No, no worries, man.
No, coaching staff was real honest with me, and that was the only school that really gave me the opportunity to start as a freshman, or only coaching staff really, because
Yeah,
every other staff wanted me to sit behind a senior or somebody and just learn, and which they did, but they also let me play this past year, so I was grateful for the opportunity, and yeah, that's it.
Well,
so
that,
following up on that, oh, go ahead, Reagan.
well, yeah, no, I was going to ask you because one of my questions was obviously you were at Oregon State. So, kind of what was it like playing with a guy like DJ? And I'm going to butcher his last name, Ugalele, but a
We
guy who's played a lot of college football. What was it like being behind him? Did you learn a lot?
Yeah, it's DJ Uyunglele. I had to learn that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was watching a ton of videos. I was like, I'm going to butcher it no matter what. So, I was like, let's hear it from you, though. So, how do you pronounce it?
Uyunglele. I might be messing up
Ah,
too, but you got to ask him. But yeah. But how was it? I was honestly grateful for the opportunity because I feel like the growing pains that I experienced would have been much worse if I was just by myself. Like if I was starting as a freshman, and I was glad to have DJ there as like a mentor, and he did like I just learned from him. I learned like defense, what they were doing, and in the first two drives, like when I got my third drive, he would just help me understand what's going on, what I look at, what I'm supposed to see, what I'm supposed to read, and I'm really grateful for DJ at the end of the day. Like at first, I was kind of skeptical about it because I'm trying to compete, and I'm already knowing like
Absolutely.
yeah, but like throughout the process, I was totally fine with it, and I'm so glad I went through it.
So Coach Smith did a hell of a job turning around the Oregon State program. What is it about him that makes him such a great leader, coach, and made you want to follow him to Sparty?
He's genuine. Like he's the most well. There's a lot of coaches that I talked to, and it was really him and DeBoer are the only two guys that I really made a connection with. I made a connection with a few other coaches for sure, but him and DeBoer were one of my deepest connections. And Smith, he took the lead simply because I like that he's an underdog, like he was a walk on and then got a started job and now he went to Oregon State, built the program from nothing. I just like the fact that he can build and win games. And he's just a genuine guy and he treats all his players the same, treats all his players as people instead of football players all the time. Like we're football players during the game, but after that we're humans. So that's really what guided me to making my decision. A big factor in making my decision was just really me having conversations with him throughout last season. And it really showed me what kind of guy he was. because I didn't really talk to him. Like I talked to him through the recruiting process a lot, but it wasn't like how I did when I got there. When I got to Oregon State, it was a real genuine connection, and that's why I'm here with him right now.
Absolutely. I feel like that's a common quality amongst a lot of great coaches in college and the NFL ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah, now in this like post-COVID world, the transfer portal has become huge. You want to talk about like what it was like going through that? Was it Sparty all the way when you decided to come here?
Yeah, it was. I don't talk about it a lot, but yeah. Um, I mean, it was still a decision like staying at Oregon State or going to Michigan State. I looked into USC and another school. I can't remember honestly, but it was a lot of schools that called. Like I got woke up out of my sleep first day in the transfer portal by BYU.
Wow.
Um, but the transfer portal to me, I'm glad that I already had a landing spot because if I didn't, I feel like I would have just been in another loophole with. I'm not another loophole, but another. Can't think of the word right now, but if y'all know what I mean, y'all know what I mean.
Little
Yeah.
cycle, same
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of.
And I was just glad I had a landing spot, and I didn't want to go through another recruiting process. It was recruiting process in high school was stressful. So imagine transfer portal coaches calling you every day, and I didn't have that many offers out of high school. So like the offers that came in when I was in the transfer portal, it was just it was shocking. So yeah, I'm glad I had a landing spot, and the transfer portal is tough because there's a lot of dudes in there, but it was an easy decision for me going with Coach Smith, knowing that he's gonna take care of me and he's looking out for my best interests.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a cool feeling, I'd imagine, though, having all these teams want you. I mean, you said BYU, USC, a couple other schools, so that's got to be pretty cool, though.
It was cool. I mean, they didn't mess with me in high school, so it really wasn't like anything serious. I mean, I looked into USC because it's my hometown, But a lot of schools that didn't offer me in high school offer me now, and it was just like, I mean, thanks, but I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that, man. I absolutely love that. All right, Aiden, you are speaking to the Michigan State fan base right now. What type of player are they getting, and what should they expect from you during your time in East Lansing?
A player, I just like to bring excitement to my game, Like it's not always gonna be the biggest plays, but I like to do things that like catch people off guard a little bit. But what am I bringing to East Lansing? I just want to win games, man. At the end of the day, winning games is gonna lead us to where we're gonna go. Big Ten championship, CFP, like that's what we're looking forward to. So winning games is the start of all of that, and then it starts with week 1. So yeah,
Absolutely. I know you got some excitement to your game. I've seen the highlights, man. You break some ankles, so
appreciate it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so obviously we're not D1 football players, and most of our listeners are not D1 football players. We weren't given the gifts that you were. So my question to you is like, what's it like for the fans? Like, what's a day in the life of Aidan Chiles going to one of the biggest universities in the country and playing football there?
Um, do you want to hear about my day today or like in general? I don't
I
know.
mean, you could tell me about today.
I mean,
What'd you do today?
so we got 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then 6 a.m. speed work, 7 and then 7 a.m. Lift. And then after that, we got meetings at 9, position meetings at 9. And then I had class at 10:30. Then I had tutoring at 1. And then my day was over at around 2:30. But if like I finished all my work, so I didn't really go to tutoring today. But that would have been my day. But overall, a normal day is just right now it's 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then meetings and then whatever classes you got or whatever the rest of your schedule look like. But I don't do too much, man. Like it's a grind for sure. That 6 a.m. Hey, especially with my time difference, because I'm from California, so it's like 3 hours ahead over here. So my time difference is I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how people adjust so quick. My time difference is still a little messed up. But it's getting easier for sure, but waking up at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, it's hard. And most people can't do it, So I'm just grateful to be in the position I'm in.
Yeah,
Absolutely. What's it like during game week?
Game week. Well, that Oregon State game week it was fun. Like it was just it was practice. It was scout team versus ones, and then competition days, and it was just high intensity flying around with football, And Fridays was walkthrough. Uh, Saturday game, and then you go to a hotel and everything. But I don't know how it's gonna look here. I mean, I feel like we're gonna have the same regimen, but when it comes to like hotels, like I know we stay at Kellogg and then the Spartan Walk and everything, like I know it's gonna be different. But overall, I think it's gonna be pretty similar, but also just a little different.
Awesome, man. Let's transition away from football a little bit. Do you have any hobbies off the field? What do you do in your free time to stay entertained?
I don't do too much, man. I take care of my dog now. I don't know where she is.
You got a dog? How old?
I think she's 2. I found her. Well, I didn't find her. The homie Ryan, shout out Ryan. He found her on the street, and he was like, "Yo, you want a dog?" It's like, "Shoot, yeah." So I went and
Kind
picked
of dog.
a pit bull boxer. Hey, come
Oh,
here.
wow.
Nice.
Come here.
That's a beautiful dog.
Come here. Sit. Sit.
Oh, wow. Look
Yeah.
at her.
Let's go.
There you go.
She's
There you
still
go.
energetic. Got
Huh?
that pup. She's still energetic. Got that puppy energy.
She's crazy. Go. She's crazy. What's up? Yeah, but take care of her. I'll be watching TV. Not, I won't be doing too much, man. Chilling for real.
What's your show right now? What are you watching?
I'm not. I don't watch shows. I mean, I watch shows, but they be like old shows,
Oh, I know which one.
like what?
iCarly, come on. You're from Miranda Cosgrove's hometown. You got to be an iCarly fan.
I mean, I watched it when I was little. Yeah, I like Zoe 101.
Oh,
Zoe
okay. That's a good
101.
one.
That's a classic,
Classic,
bro. That's a
classic right there.
classic.
Yeah, Zoe 101 is hard, but I don't watch like regular like shows and stuff. I really don't be on nothing for real, man. It's not too much, but yeah.
Not even gaming or anything? You playing
Uh,
Madden?
I stopped playing video games like when the season started last year, and I haven't really been back on since. I mean, I got NCAA 14 if anybody want to play.
I'll
But
run that. I'll run that. I got it
yeah,
in my apartment too, man.
but yeah, that's about it. Like
NCAA is the best, man. I can't wait for the new one this summer.
I'm scared it's gonna be just like Madden, so I'm not. I don't know about
Yeah,
it.
right.
See,
That's the biggest worry.
we gonna
Yeah, but
see.
at least you don't have to create a player. You can play as yourself.
Man, what?
Get paid to play for yourself, bro.
That'd be pretty cool. So I know you've been on campus for only about a month, Aidan. Do you have a favorite spot to get food yet? And I'm curious, have you been to Crunchies?
Haven't been to Crunchies.
Oh,
Um,
you gotta go.
I heard about it a few times. What is it? I don't know. I just don't know what it is.
You gotta get the wings. Top
Okay.
3 wings I've ever had in my life, personally. I recommend the wings.
Bet.
It's like a solid American food sports bar kind of place.
Okay.
Solid spot.
Um, where I've been, I don't know. Like I like Qdoba, Chipotle, like normal stuff.
Yeah, Chipotle.
But the places I've been for real, is probably I went to the Graduate. I like the Graduate. But like if we talking like in general food, I like Bodie's. Bodie's is gas.
Bodie's a good spot. It's a great spot.
But that's if we talking general food, not on campus, but yeah.
Did you have a favorite NFL team growing up? You know, was it an LA team, considering you're in California?
So thing about me, like being from California, I don't like California teams, which
Smart
is
man.
like, yeah, it's kind of odd. It's kind of odd, but I liked I liked the Cowboys with my dad, like until I got my own mind, like because they're not the best. But I like the Saints because of Drew Brees, and I just stuck with them, but they still not the best either. So, but I say I'm a Saints fan if anything.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are there any quarterbacks, past or present, that you look up to or emulate your game after?
Prime Cam, I like watching Prime Cam.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, man, like he's raw, but I like CJ Stroud game right now, Jalen Hurts and them, but yeah, Prime Cam if anybody. Or hold on, college Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, he was good at
Ooh,
Louisville.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Man, what?
So, speaking of the NFL, I saw a picture that you got to meet Le'Veon Bell when you were a lot younger. What was that like? Do you still keep in contact with him?
I ain't even talked to him after that picture, man. I've never.
Oh, wow.
I was like 10, didn't know I knew who he was, of course, but like I ain't never watched him play in a real game. I was 10 years old. I ain't watching no football for real, but yeah, I haven't talked to him since. So
I'm
Damn.
sure you'll get the chance to meet him, considering he's an alumni.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see.
Now, is he the GOAT of MSU sports? Or you think Magic, maybe? Kirk? Who's the MSU GOAT?
I don't know. I gotta do my research. I don't know a lot of because there's people that's been here that are like real good. You know, I don't know. I don't know everybody yet, but I mean, I know Javon Ringer. Heard he was raw, and that's my guy. So I'm gonna say Javon Ringer as of right now.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, all right.
All right, since we're back on the topic of Michigan State, what have been the biggest differences regarding the campus, the fans, and the atmosphere in East Lansing compared to Corvallis?
Campus is bigger for sure. I got lost my first day of class. Um, the fan base is bigger, obviously. I mean, it's just 80,000 in a stadium, you know, and that's just the most I've ever played in. I haven't even played in it yet, but that's the most I would ever play in. And atmosphere, it's just not. It's like loving, you know. Corvallis was the same way. They love you just as much as Michigan State fans. It's just more fans now. But I'd just say the biggest difference is how like big of a city this is compared to Corvallis.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, speaking of the fans, I mean, I saw you were getting your name shouted out around the Breslin Center the other
Yeah.
day. What was that like hearing a bunch, 15,000 fans in the Breslin Center going, Aidan Chiles?
Um, yeah, that was I'm not gonna say it was the best feeling because like it was kind of awkward, you know. But like it's
Yeah.
cool having people recognize your name. So I'm not gonna say I didn't. I'm not gonna say I hated it, but I'm not gonna say I loved it either, you know.
Yeah, I get that. So I'm speaking of the Breslin Center, I saw you were there for the Michigan State Michigan basketball game. What
Uh,
was it like getting a feel of that rivalry?
it was fun, man. It was fun. I mean, I know how big it is already, like from speaking to teammates and players and everything, but just like being in a whole different sport, you know, and they still have the same type of hate is like it's fun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, outside of that team down the road, are there any other matchups that you're excited to be a part of now that you're a Spartan?
Well, yeah, I'm excited to play Oregon again, and then I want to play Ohio State. That's really it. Like, I mean, I'm looking forward to all the games, of course, but those three, like, those are the games I really want to play in.
Yeah, I'd imagine Coach Smith has that Oregon game scheduled for next year too. That should be a fun one.
Yeah, and I want to hold on. I don't know what our schedule's looking like in the year after this one, but I want to play both Cali teams, UCLA, USC.
Return home.
Absolutely. Return home.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So when your time in East Lansing comes to an end, how do you want Aidan Chiles to be remembered as a Michigan State Spartan?
Um, I mean, everybody's gonna have their own opinion, you know. So I'm not really looking forward. I'm not looking to one specific thing, but I just want people to know that like I played, you know, like I did what I had to do, and I did what I could to win games. Like I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be all like, oh, he won this, he won that. I just want it to be like, I just want to be able to be recognized as a Spartan alumni, you know, and just carry that name.
100%. All right, boys. Anyone got anything else?
Good on my end.
I'm just excited to use you on NCAA football this year. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Shit.
Well, I think that wraps it up then, Aidan. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you coming out. I'm excited to watch you this year and for the next couple of years. We hope we can have you on maybe after the season next year to talk to you again and see where you're at and how year one at MSU went.
Hey, Ben, let's do it.
Best
sure,
of luck,
for sure.
Aiden. Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Have a good one.